The hidden winners and losers of the financial future. Every transformation creates opportunity. Every shift in power creates imbalance. And every revolution, whether technological or financial, produces two groups of people: those who rise with the new world and those who disappear into its shadows. As the global financial system accelerates into its next era, the City of London stands at the center of a great reordering. Some institutions, families, nations, and industries will emerge stronger than ever. Others will fade quietly, their influence replaced by emerging forces they never expected. The future of finance is not equally distributed. It will elevate a new hierarchy of winners, but it will also expose vulnerabilities that have been hidden for decades. London's financial destiny is already being shaped by these forces, even if the public cannot yet see the full picture. To understand who the winners will be, we need to look at the traits that the next era rewards: adaptability, speed, data mastery, trust, global reach, and technological resilience. These traits determine which institutions rise and which fall. The story begins with those who are best positioned to control the flow of information in a world where information is the new currency. In the coming decades, the greatest winners may not be traditional banks, but technology-driven financial institutions, hybrids of finance and engineering. Firms that master artificial intelligence, quantum computing, blockchain infrastructure, and predictive analytics will hold the advantage. They will not simply participate in markets. They will shape them. Their algorithms will detect trends before human analysts can identify patterns. Their systems will operate across time zones without interruption, adjusting strategies in real time, forming the backbone of a financial world that never sleeps. The second group of winners will be those who control access to data, not just financial data, but alternative data, satellite imagery, geospatial information, supply chain signals, consumption patterns, and behavioral analytics. In the future, investment decisions will rely less on reports and more on raw, unfiltered information. Firms that secure exclusive channels of insight will hold enormous power. Their predictions will be more accurate. Their strategies will be more effective, and their influence will extend far beyond trading floors. Another category of winners will be sovereign wealth funds. These state-backed investment engines already control trillions, but in the next 50 years, their power will grow exponentially. Nations with large resource revenues or demographic advantages will manage wealth on a scale that eclipses private institutions. Their investment decisions will shape industries, fund technological revolutions, and determine which cities become financial capitals. London will remain one of their preferred arenas, a neutral ground where global capital converges. But its dependence on these funds will also grow. The city will be shaped not only by private ambition, but by national strategy. Then there are the silent winners, the firms that provide the infrastructure of global finance. Clearing houses, data centers, cybersecurity giants, payment processors, and cloud providers. They seldom appear in headlines, but without them, the financial world would collapse in seconds. As markets become more digitized, these firms will wield unprecedented influence. They will not just protect markets, they will operate them. Their systems will settle trades, secure networks, and process flows of capital at speeds no human institution can match. But while winners rise, others will fall. Traditional retail banks may struggle to justify their size and cost in a world where digital platforms offer faster, cheaper services. Branch networks will shrink. Legacy systems will become liabilities. Trust will shift away from institutions that are slow to innovate. Some will adapt and survive. Many will not. Asset managers who rely on outdated strategies or slow decision-making will also find themselves eclipsed by machine-driven funds. Passive investment models may grow, but only firms with access to cutting-edge analytics will retain competitive advantage. The divide between firms that evolve and firms that cling to old practices will widen each year. Another group facing decline is the old elite of finance, the private partnerships, family-run merchant houses, and exclusive clubs that once shaped London's financial culture. Their influence will not disappear entirely, but it will become diluted. Power in the future is less about heritage and more about capability. Those who cannot integrate technology, expand globally, and innovate rapidly will lose relevance, no matter how storied their history may be. The insurance industry faces its own existential challenge. Climate change, geopolitical conflicts, and cyber risks create uncertainties too large to model with old methods. Insurers will need new frameworks, new mathematics, and new tools. Those who fail to adjust will collapse under the weight of unpredictable disasters. Meanwhile, entire nations may rise or fall depending on their ability to adapt. Countries deeply reliant on fossil fuels must reinvent their economies to survive the green transition. Nations that invest in technology, education, and innovation may leap ahead. Those that resist change will fall behind. London's financial network will reflect these global shifts, either serving as a launch pad for rising states or a refuge from declining ones. Individuals will also face their own divide. The next generation of financial talent will not come from traditional backgrounds. Coding, data science, behavioral economics, quantum computing. These skills will define the new elite. Those who master them will thrive. Those who rely solely on conventional degrees or old forms of expertise will face diminishing opportunities. The city's corridors will be filled with hybrid professionals who understand both finance and technology, who speak the language of markets and machines. But perhaps the most significant winners will be those who maintain public trust. In an era of increasing automation, digital complexity, and geopolitical tension, trust becomes priceless. Firms that operate with transparency, stability, and ethical clarity will attract clients seeking security in uncertain times. The global public may not understand the system, but they will gravitate toward institutions that prove themselves reliable. And the biggest losers? They may not be banks or funds at all, but those caught in the crossfire of systemic risk. When automated systems fail, when cyber attacks succeed, when markets swing violently due to machine logic, ordinary people pay the price. Workers, homeowners, retirees. Those with the least influence often face the most severe consequences. Their futures depend on forces they cannot see, shaped by institutions they will never meet. London's challenge is to ensure that its future does not become a tale of exclusion. For the city to remain a global capital, it must broaden access, democratize opportunity, and build systems that protect not just the winners of the financial world, but those who live in its shadow. The balance between innovation and stability will define whether the next 50 years bring prosperity or fragmentation. The financial future will not be fair. It will not be equal, but it will be shaped, and the City of London will be one of the places shaping it. The winners will adapt, innovate, and anticipate. The losers will be those who underestimate the speed of change. In the next episode of Cinematic London Finance Chronicles, we explore the hidden psychological forces driving the global economy. The fear, confidence, ambition, and instinct that influence markets more than numbers ever could. Subscribe and continue the journey into the unseen forces shaping our world.